the rotation comes into it. But for the first half of the map, you want to hold where you can see here on the map, this back mansion. Right. Because you want to hold that for the rotation on hardpoint 1 and hardpoint 2. Then you want to flip it on its head, and for Hut and the rocks, you want to hold that back spawn. Right, I understand. So that's kind of how it works. So you've got to be able to rotate. You've got to have that movement. But let's get right into the game. The Ban and Protect's going to come in, and straight away, those assault rifles have been targeted. Machine XR2 and M8 taken away, as well as your standard 3 here: concussion, flashbang, and high caliber. But Reedy opting to ban the VMP. We've not even seen the Vesper. Is it going to go?
That's not going to happen. We are going to be seeing the Vesper.
Is Joe going to ban it? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying Joe's not going to ban it.
Joe,
he's definitely going to be bringing in the Vesper when it's available. He knows Vitality can use it as well. But I think we haven't seen any specialists taken away. It's going to be the HCXD instead. He chooses to remove. He's not interested in seeing that in hardpoint, of course. It's one of those scary maps where you can pretty much get anywhere very, very quickly. I feel like that's a trend in all Black Ops 3. But here we go. It's time for the specialist draft. All specialists are available, as is the Vesper. This is going to be a very SMG-heavy, brutal affair. Yeah, I can see a lot of Vespers. Maybe a popping the HVK on for Broken. I mean, Joe was really strong with a HVK Look how quick this
previously, but they are ready. We've got a couple of fire breaks either side. Differences, though: Purifier to Heat Wave, risking opting to that. Let me run through that Epsilon roster for you. Reedy, Moose, Rated, and Joe. Heat Wave, Kinetic Armor, Scything Active Camo. That's your boys from Epsilon. Yeah, and for the French, for Vitality, risking on the Purifiers. For the first time, we're going to be seeing that one today. We did see Heatwave. This time the Purifier is going to be making an appearance. Whalers on the Tempest. Broken bringing in the Scythe. Zero surprises with that Broken pickup. And Gataga on the Kinetic Armor, looking for that extra survivability in the same vein as Moose. And you know what? We highlighted Moose as the guy that's going to be running around with that SMG, with that Vesper, going on a bit of a slaying spree. And you know what? Gataga, too, is going to be picking up the Kinetic Armor, and he's going to be in a similar kind of path. 60 seconds while they do choose to create their classes. I feel like it may be a bit of a quicker one, with Vesper being available. You would assume that they do have kind of preset Vesper classes. If not, the M8 needs to change, because that was taken away. Assault rifle wise, we did see the top fragger. I tried not to say it, but I did. I really should. You guys are giving me a kind of a complex on saying top killer doesn't really sound
exactly. Anyway,
top slayer. Slayer's a good word. I like it. I like using different words. Yeah, you know, throwing a bit of a mix into it.
Got to keep it exciting. Got to keep you on your toes. But basically, what I'm trying to say is that we saw Nolson on the XR2 fragging well above any of the SMGs.
We did, but that's taken away now. XR2's taken away. M8's taken away.
So what? You got HVK.
HVK. Oh, Man of War, yeah, good shout.
Don't forget about the Man of War.
Rapid Fire was taken away, so we might not see it.
True.
Joe, he's a bit of a fan of the HVK. I'm only basing that off his previous choices, which has involved that. Rated, I think we could see 3 SMGs either side. And if we do, I'd say the better SMG squad is probably Vitality. Epsilon, to me, have rated a strong, solid assault rifle. Oh, and then I look at Joe, though, and I think such a great AR player, but really, he can just use the SMG just as well.
I think he's just a very...
So no, I'm not saying Vitality the best SMG squad. I'm saying the dead even.
Dead even.
This is
once again,
too close to call.
It's the same case as yesterday. Phil wants to flip a coin in order to call this one. And that's the beauty of the World League. We have so many teams who are so close that we are going to have to be doing these battles, these best of 5 battles, just to separate them and to see who can be the champions here in the European World League Pro Division. The game is Stronghold Hardpoint, or as Phil has called it, Strong Point. And we've got 250 points.
Strong Point, which is hard to hold. Whalers, strongest overall player in Vitality. I said he was the one to watch, and I said he popped into my head. Now I'm thinking, you know, Phil, you're not crazy. You have some sense behind it. But 250 on the points. 5 minutes on that clock, and respawn delay is disabled. I love these new features, by the way. Seeing who's the strongest, who's got the best KD, who's the objective player. All very entertaining.
Hello, Man of War. Called it.
Let's see, Gataga is... Put those fists away, Gataga. Yeah, Vesper and Vesper. 3 Vespers. Oh, hello, trophy system.
Trophy system. It's going to be putting that one down. Give me that early contest. As you do see one man going on a bit of a hunt. It was Joe. He got punished for his troubles. We are going to be seeing Rated, though, bring in that assault rifle. He, too, is bringing in the Man of War. Looks like it's going to be that second choice. No Shivas making an appearance despite their availability.
Again, Man of War on the other side as well. It's going to be Broken taking down Rated there. Broken getting the better of him twice already. I think it was Rated as well.
Joe?
Joe's 4-1. Oh, he's got a third as well. He's taking control of it. He'll get some points on the board machine.
I mean, that's 4 in a row. Now he enters into bar. For some reason, he wants to go on the hunt, wants to wrap around. I think this is actually quite a smart move because he's going to come from Lab. There's 2 players to his left if he does choose to take it, but no, getting challenged up through Bedroom. It's going to be Gataga that does go down. Vitality are doing all the work, though, elsewhere on the site. They're going to be accumulating some points in the absence of Joe. Don't know where he went, but he is, of course, playing for streaks. That's going to be both of them. Hellstorm and Lightning secured 50 away from the Cerberus. It could get scary, and he's already holding Chalet.
And he's going to get it, surely. Yes, he has. Cerberus unlocked.
Drop it
active
now.
camo available, but he's not stopping anytime soon. His Vesper's the best weapon of the moment at the moment. You know, he doesn't even want these streaks. He's just running around like a maniac. And he's surely going to add to it. Yes, he is. 8-kill streak. Joe, stop it.
You said Joe can use everything, and it certainly is showing his prowess with the SMG. Moose has picked one up elsewhere, but 40 seconds, and this lead for Epsilon is going to start to grow. If Joe can continue to do this, active camo is going to come up right behind him on the kitchen. His thruster did cause him a little bit of problem, but he's going right outside, I think. He was considering it. There's now just going to be holding that push. He's going to completely disable anyone that chooses to challenge in here. They come. Finally, he's shut down. Risking responsible, but the points and the damage is done.
Yeah, like you said, damage is done. 20 seconds left, and we see it go into contention. Not 1 point going for Vitality pretty much until, I was going to say until now, but no, still going in the favor of Epsilon. And look what's popped out for Reedy. It's the Argus. Oh, it was the Argus.
Single time. I mean, he's been bringing this out consistently. There it goes again. Look at his accuracy. 1 shot, 1 kill. And he's got 10 in the chamber. Let's see what he chooses to do with this one. Is he's going to be wrapping his way around. He can get the mid-air shot. Not going to happen. Vesper does prevail in that scenario. And I do see a kinetic armor available for Moose. He's got that incredibly quickly because he has been taking a leaf out of Joe's book. And he's done one better. 11-5. How did that go so unnoticed? Now it's Cerberus time. He's going to be holding that hill. And he's going to be holding it fierce.
Goes unnoticed because of Joe's streak. But, you know, Moose, in fact, now that has been used, let's see what Moose is doing well. Because we've already touched on the fact that Moose he's now changed roles from previous titles. And he's come into his own here on this submachine gun based player. He's still got the kinetic armor. Breaching this 60-point lead. I said that Vitality would start strong. How wrong was I? I am sorry. It was just a 50-50 thing.
You and your coin flips. Either way, though, Moose continuing where he left off. That's another with a kinetic arm. You can see that it's working wonders. Now he's on the hunt. I don't know if their Frenchman is ready for this one. No, he certainly wasn't. Risking was caught by surprise, and they breach 100 before that 60-second mark. Crazy to see as those final 5 seconds are going to be ticking away in favor of Vitality. Making it 25. That's pretty scary. No, excuse me, 24. And now they have to rotate towards rocks. This can get a little dicey. And look who's in the pilot seat. Joe on the Cerberus, and he's holding it pretty damn well. Yeah,
he just made a really important kill, but Gatagi's going to shut him down off the spawn there. Rated holding this back spot. This is so important to hold. Rated, he's got to come under fire, and he's got to come under fire by 2 players, and you know why they need that spawn. They're going to battle out here for it. Joe's going to take down Gataga with the kinetic armor as Riskin answers back as well. We see the gap getting bigger. 80-point game for Epsilon.
Where do you go from here? 30 seconds still on this point, and neither team is taking credit for it. Finally, Vitality steps up. That's going to be their 30th point. Now Joe looking to challenge. Not going to last for long because Gataga is present and looks like in a very early rotate coming in from Rated. He's like, right, we'll give him rocks. We've got that lead. Let's make ourselves comfortable for the Money Hill. And I say Money Hill, struggling to find that trophy system. He's definitely having no trouble finding the bodies. 13 for him, unlucky for some, but him and Joe are both rocking it. And he's going to be piling them up once again. They're just running into his crosshair at this point.
Yeah, Broken getting the better of him with that assault rifle. Moose taking out the trophy system. Wise choice here. Vesper's going to come into play, and he is going to take him down. Joe has his back as well, and it looks like Broken's just posting up outside, trying to get as many kills as possible.
So aggressive.
Oh, that was the Tempest shut down as well.
But going for that wide angle feels suicidal. Now he needs to get the Purify, but Riskin uses it perfectly. That is the site clear for just a second before Joe turns up. And he starts crying his war cry as he's clearing this one out. Rated does exactly the same thing alongside Reedy and Epsilon. They are on fire. There's no better way to describe it. He's pulling out the scythe now, and he's just going to be mowing down anyone that chooses to challenge him.
Yeah, and if he just carries on... Oh, he should have stayed there with that, but Reedy taking it for his turn now. 14-12. He's playing the OBJ, and he told me previously in recent contacts he was this objective-based player now, which he's going to rack up the time. But Moose turning into that Slayer. Rated, that anchor. It all seems to be going well as the 100-point kind of game is going a little bit closer in favor of Vitality now as it breaches 90.
Yeah, we're about to reset back to middle. Joe's going to be the first man on the scene, taking that corner, taking that angle towards that outside bar. And he's going to be putting Ice in the veins of Wailers. He goes down. Another one, no, not going to happen, because finally Vitality start to fill up the kill feed just for a second before, again, with the Argus. Reedy, I mean, look, 1 minute 30 on the point. He's a head and shoulders above anyone else in the game. Looking at the times on Vitality, I mean, Riskin's the highest with just 30. Here comes the Argus once again, trying to breach through. He's going to come around that corner. Thought he did a C-wave there. No, just the EMP, and accuracy prevails. Another one for him. Now under pressure. 1 for 1. Yet again, same story for Reedy every single time.
Yeah, and this is a serious strategy, by the way. This is something which he feels that he's going to put his team in the lead, and it's doing exactly that. Moose, this crazy Slayer, but you know, Reedy's really opted to kind of change the meta of the game, and I've got to go back on board him. He's still using it. Does get taken down. The Riskin shuts him down, and Riskin 17 and 15 at the moment. Oof. Got his streaks available.
Yeah, 50 away from the house, and we could very well gather it from that lightning strike or not. Gets shut down by Reedy. Once again, roaming around with the Argus lightning strike is going to be falling a little flat though. Riskin not finding anything with that one, throwing it up almost towards his own spawn at this point. And now the battle for Mansion continues, and Epsilon are on 170. They're closing in on that 250 mark, not forgetting, of course, that is the number they are so hungry for.
Wailers double kill there, 16 and 26, not having the best of games so far, but could this be the change? Closing that gap though, we see it becoming even closer. Vitality, can they get back into this? Epsilon trying to say no, but the heat wave's going to come in. Gatarga's frozen. Does manage to stay alive for a second there, but Joe quickly nullifying that and taking him right out of the game.
He is a goner. Really still committing to this Argus. It's cost him his life though. He's gone. But fortunately, Rated just seems to be so solid, so consistent with that assault rifle. 40 seconds on the point, but it's the kills that matter. He's been picking them up outside as well as inside that hill, and that's going to be 180 then, as this mid-range Argus can sometimes encounter some problems. Fortunately, I think he's got himself a weapon underneath. That's going to be the Vesper, as he does look to try and battle for that rotate towards the hut.
Yeah, double EMP goes out, tactical from him, but I like the way Vitality, they've locked down this right-hand side, this rocky area. Broken and Gatarga are going to try and get this lead narrowed even more. Broken, 2 kills with this. Getting closer to his streaks.
Surely he needs to acknowledge they're going to be coming from bunker. He does, but a little too late. Wailers is going to catch him. Excuse me, that was not Wailers, it was Reedy. Getting a little confused there. Weird if his teammate did take him down. They're about to get to 200 though. That 100-point lead you were talking about. You said Epsilon were going to get about a 100-point lead and then Vitality would turn it around. Do you think it's possible as they battle for hill control?
Vitality can come back from this, and I think they know it just as well as I do. Wailers just needs to step it up a little bit, get a few more kills on the board. Talking of Wailers, just picked up 1, gets taken down by Rated. Gatarga is now the man. He's trying to change it. He's really, really trying to get back in this game, but Epsilon are just kind of keeping this 100-point lead. It's ridiculous to see them just so solid.
Yeah, they're maintaining this incredibly well, and now that scary problem that Vitality have come into contact with is we really have to get the scrap points and the hill. Like, they have to rotate early, but still get the scrap points. It's a horrible scenario to be in, and Wailers is certainly trying to break out alongside Gatarga. Fortunately, Gatarga was the first man on the scene. He does know he's surrounded by enemies, though. He's got the hostiles on either side, and you can see that problem, though. Goes for the 180 distance. Wasn't going to happen. He actually put some panic bullets towards his teammate. As we are going to be seeing Epsilon get the early control, and that's going to be 220, and this is where Vitality can see it spiral out of control. The spawns are bad, they're miles away, they've got ground to cover, and there's a lot of players standing in their way. One of them is Joe, and I say just one of them, he's the only one that's picking up kills for Epsilon at this point.
Yeah, indeed he is. 2 to his name. Does secure it for a second as Broken comes back. He's going to get some extra points for that play, but no. Quickly shut down he's so intense this game. It's hard to stay on board with anyone.
I mean, I would assume this is where Epsilon would make the decision, like, hang on, no, never mind, they've got control of rocks, and that's going to put them so damn close to 250. They're going to be about 5 points away, and that's Vitality. They've kind of cut their losses. It feels like a bit of a tough play, because now basically they have to not let Epsilon at all break through in the next 60 seconds.
I mean, Epsilon, I'm talking hypothetically here, but Epsilon could literally give all 60 points away to Vitality and be still, you know,
they could rotate
ahead.
Now, is what you're saying.
Yeah. But it's not going to happen. I feel that Epsilon have the quality. Do they have any specialists? Rated has the Scythe and the kinetic armor. This is a breaking part. Moose needs to wait. He needs to wait for his teammates. Pick a 1. If he pops his kinetic armor at the right time. Now, 2 are down. Pop it. Picks up the 3rd. This is where he can break it. This could be it for Epsilon.
I think it most definitely will be. He's walking in now. And he's on the outside area. Kinetic armor is used. Tempest is gone. It's going to be 250 to 151. Epsilon pick up the win. And Moose, you said the one to watch. Great play from him. Nearly breaching that 40 mark. Got that final kill as well as he held the outside area. And Epsilon, they're going to be the boys to keep your eyes on in this one. We said it's going to be close. Vitality struggling to overcome that 150 mark.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I see what he did there. Ban and Protect time then, guys. We're going into our second game. in our second match of the Call of Duty World League. It's going to be the M8 taken away as well as the VMP. So 2 weapons kind of highly contested again. Oh, could we possibly see the Vespa slip through?
Maybe they're just both happy to play with it.
Nope, tell a lie. Riskin is going to be snatching that one away. And so SMG choices are going to be limited. Specialists now being targeted. Kinetic armor going to be removed this time by the boys from Epsilon.
Okay, so kinetic armor was a big factor. We saw that being used.
That's the third time.
Yeah. Active camo is not...
So
I mean, it's funny that the
Epsilon every
specialists
time,
are
hasn't
both with Epsilon. Sorry, say that again, sorry?
That's the third time now. We've seen kinetic armor and active camo abandoned search. No, that's the lie. That maths doesn't work out that way. The second time we've seen active camo and kinetic armor abandoned search and destroy.
Yes.
There I go.
That's right. But I think we've also seen it banned in other ones, such as Uplink. We saw active camo. That's probably where you're getting a bit confused. Very easily to do so. My thing to look at is it's both of Epsilon taking away this. We saw how vocal they were previously about specialists. They do not want to have that again. But high caliber and rapid fire will be taken away as well. What is Broken doing? What are you thinking?
No SVG. I mean, is there a player that particularly would be targeting? Who is going to be picking up the sniper on the side of Epsilon?
Could be Reedy, could be Joe.
Bit of anyone. Not
necessarily rated. I wouldn't say rated. He is literally your Swanee of Epsilon.
He's got an assault rifle and he's going to use it well. Overdrive did get through though, and so it's safe to assume we're going to be seeing that at least on either side. Heatwave, of course, another one, a staple. There's no doubt about that one. A glitch probably making an appearance. I'm just going to start speculating, but just as I say that, every single time I feel like I've got a good read on it, the Vision Pulse just makes an appearance, blowing my mind. Hello, Riskin.
Reedy will pick Vision Pulse. That is my prediction. He'll pick it just because
Riskin's done it.
Riskin's picked it and he won't be happy with it.
Yeah, there it is.
Reedy's just...
He always does. This is what happened last time when Reject got
He wouldn't have picked Vision Pulse.
No.
He wouldn't have picked Vision Pulse if Riskin would have taken Glitch, for example. He just wouldn't have done it. It's almost... He's not happy with them having something like that. But what does Excite think? He thinks, moves to go big, nothing can stop the man when he's lit. I like it.
Interesting. Now we have Nathan 1 is saying Joe is looking good on the first map. Indeed, he was.
Like the way he's tagged him as well.
Much love to him. And we're going to be seeing him kind of giving love to Joe, but also suggesting, you know, with Overdrive on Search and Destroy, Joe could go off again. He could get lit.
He could do.
Weird terminology I've never heard before.
I've heard it a lot.
Have you?
Yeah, but I'm a fan of a certain TV series.
Yes.
Which says it a lot.
Does it involve a jacket and a shirt?
That's a nice suit you're wearing there.
And thank you very much.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's good.
Yeah.
Anyway, Vision Pulse.
I'm a big Donna fan.
I like Donna Kebab too.
25 seconds going into this one. We're going to be seeing how this kind of game shapes up. I'm intrigued to see if Vision Pulse does actually play. Like, can you imagine if Reedy's kind of responsive pick of Vision Pulse does net them the win? That truly would be
just swimming through the water, pops it. It's like a sonar.
A sonar, like a little bat.
It's a good sound effects you gave it there, by the way.
I'm really good at doing the grenade launcher.
When he does it,
I've
actually heard you do it because I think you've told me previously that you're good at doing a grenade launcher sounds.
It's also kind of quite similar to the number 5 in German.
Yep. Which is, as my German is so bad.
Go on.
Fumpf.
Yeah, nice.
But you... How that sounds on a microphone, I don't know.
That's what the grenade launcher sounds like.
Sounds good, though, in this very soundproof studio.
Indeed. Anyway, going into this one, we are getting sidetracked once again. We are despicable, but we've got to go into our Search and Destroy game. It's our second taste of Hunted Search and Destroy. Of course, we did get one glimpse of it in our first week. And now we're going to be into our third, and it's time for it to make a reappearance, this time as our second in our best of 5. Why don't you break it down, Phil?
Breaking it down for you. 6 rounds is what you'll be aiming for. Potential 11 in total. 5 seconds for that plant, 7.5 for the defuse. As you can see just on the right-hand side of the screen, that is the beautiful map that is Hunted. You have obviously the caves where your B-bomb site will be. A will be in the house, and then you have this almost river flowing into a nice waterfall that you can jump in. Have a bit of a... It's beautiful to look at.
This is one of my kind of top match when it just comes to the aesthetics. Truly, it is.
We see a
absolutely
Shiva.
Gorgeous. And we do see a Shiva. That's going to make me happy. I see an Elcar in action as well, as they're going to be charging straight on forwards towards that B site. Battle for mid-control will begin as well. Shiva is going to be used to try and clear out middle. He did surely catch a glimpse of that shoulder. I don't know if it was actually visible, but he's going to go for the peak once again, you would assume. But Joe, what was that? Just draws blood. He's going to push through the water and quickly traded out by Broken, but the damage is done and it's continued to be extended. Now falls to Whalers. What can you do? 1 versus 3. He has cut it down to a 1v2. He doesn't have the bomb, but he's on the hunt. Surely not. No. Reedy with his MR6 does manage to bring that kill home, and Joe just started that ball rolling so quickly.
Yeah, oh, and look at Reedy. He's using, what was that?
Must be a
Locust,
Locust
yeah.
thermal, yeah.
But Joe pushed through A. It's quite a common route, pushing through A, going straight in the water, pushing under the kind of self-built bridge, if you like, and just taking down 2, and Vitaly were not expecting it. Let's jump on board with Joe, because he's 2-1 at the moment, and let's see what he's using. So he's opted for the Man of War. Reedy's gone for Locust.
So you had the Kuda in the previous round.
Got to stay on board with Reedy.
Yeah, we'll have a little look what he's doing. So he's got Vision Pulse, he's rocking Outrider, and he's got the Locust Thermal. Of course, the disadvantage of the Locust is you're more likely to tag. Not as much. Oh, we can see through the water. That's another perk of the thermal. Hadn't quite considered that as much as I probably should have. Nade's going to be cooked up to try and find that player towards water. He's not playing the normal angle, though. So far, Rated the only man to have gone down. That's a big hit. Taking down Whalers. Gataga quick to respond with his Kuda, though, as we do see this thing's chopping and changing, and the body's starting to drop now all on his own. He's got the MR6. He's done a dive to cover, finding the closest corner he possibly can, but he's gone. Gataga takes his head clean off, and a quick response from Vitality on their defense.
Yeah, not sure why Reedy opted for the hip fire with the pistol.
I think he got a little kind of overwhelmed by 2 players in his immediate...
He didn't know which one to go for. It's always a horrible situation, isn't it? Like, I'll go for this guy. It's like, oh, should I have gone for the next one?
It's a horrible... You always want to go for the guy who's going to have to work harder to look at you. That's the way you have to work it out. So if someone's looking like their back is turned, you always go for the other. I think that's how it works.
I usually kill them both, no problems.
Of course you do. Yeah, you close your eyes and just spray.
It's usually what I do. But Gataga, 3 kills to his name, only 2 rounds have already gone. Now into round number 3, 1 minute 15 on the clock. We're looking like we're seeing a bit... Oh, we're seeing...
Oh, he's going to connect it. That's the beauty of that mid-range Kuda. He's got long barrel on that, of course. And now with 18 bullets still in the chamber, what's he going to be able to build from this one? Going straight through the water. I like this route from Gataga. He can catch the toes as the bomb's going to be going down. I love the angle from him because he will be running out of breath eventually.
Joe's going to breach in. He's going to take down... Oh, no, he's not. See, that was almost what you were talking about. He should have gone full Broken. If he did pick him up, would have got the 2-piece.
Because he'd have had the other player would have to put the bomb down and readjust his aim. Now, what have you got for us, Reedy? As they are trying to be defending that bomb. It falls to Epsilon to defuse. No, excuse me.
It does, yeah. Epsilon have to defuse it. 25 seconds. Time is running out. Rated picked up Whalers. What's Reedy got to do? Oh, the hit marker goes down.
Hello, Locust.
Oh, I don't know if it went through the bomb, maybe. But you've got to say, Rated. Oh, I was going to say, you've got to remember, there's 10 seconds. You're probably not going to get the defuse. Maybe play for your streaks. But opts to
look at the Elcar everywhere in this map. That little pocket Vesper. You take away our Vesper, we'll find a way. And they most definitely have. Pistol v pistol, and risk and cover of the bomb was enough. Pretty skin on that as well.
It's a nice skin. Very good skin. Also known as a camo.
Oh no, I've shown my true colours again.
You've been rumbled.
4v4 then, as we're going to be loading into this one. And let's have a little look what Joe's got in store for us. He saw he was on the route. Rater's taking the bomb. The intriguing route, all of them coming across the map through that bridge, and Rater's drawn blood. Now Vitality are going to start to rotate. They're going to be coming round from B. The water up could very well play into their advantage. It's an interesting route from Epsilon, and it's working wonders.
Yeah, and only Whalers and Riskin left alive. 2 versus 4, and I really don't see him coming back this round. However, Vitality starting strong 2-1 already. They've gone for the full rotate, and look how Whalers and Riskin have been left. They've been left, looks like in the water. they still think they're at A.
They have been completely toyed with. Look at the angles being held by Whalers. They have completely thrown a curveball and a half. I think they're finally starting to clock onto it as they work this one out. Reedy's going to make it all too clear with his XR2. One more to find. He can just take his time. 30 seconds, of course. The time is his least favorite thing at the moment for Riskin. He's been hunted down. 25 seconds and counting with the Kuda. He's going to be predictable with this angle. Jumps up. Surely not going to get it. He does. Now he's got 20 seconds and he's only in a 1v1. Riskin, this could be the clutch of the day. 15 seconds, but I love Joe's angle here. He can just jump jump into the water. It's exactly what he's going to be doing now. 10 seconds left. He goes for the wall run. Here he comes. Jumps up for surprise. Riskin's completely run out of time. 6 seconds and counting, but he has got just 100 points away from that lightning strike. That's going to be around for the boys of Epsilon.
Yeah, Joe played it very, very well. Played the clock there. But Riskin getting a 3-kill streak. Also unlocking those score streaks as well for him. So it wasn't all bad news. But it was clever from here on the kill cam. Really picks up one, and he'll have called the second one out. But it was Riskin, and all he did was kind of pre-aim another. So he pre-aimed the cave there when he was called out, and really worked wonders. Good play from Riskin, even though it didn't work there. But 1 minute 30 on that clock. Round number 5.
All right then, Riskin and Gataga, 9 kills between the two of them. And it does look like they're going to kind of start to stabilize towards that B side. I say that though, I do see the HCXD coming out to play. It's going to be Gataga taking that long route over the bridge. Maybe going to be taking that long jump. He is. Beautiful movement with his RC car. And now information gathered. If he can catch a glimpse of another one, that's going to be kind of 50% of the enemy team known. Instead though, he's going to be keeping him busy, keeping him locked down. He might even go for this, you know. I think he is. He's going to see 2 of them. That's going to be a double tag to both. You've got them rocking their flak jacket, but that's information gathered that he's like, guys, there's only possibly 2 at B. Little does he know, all 4 of them are defending towards that A side. And that bomb can go down easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah, but doesn't look like they've gone for the plant straight away. And I think Epsilon have realized that they're not at A and the rotate has come in. Let's see if that bomb's going down. Yes, it is. Obviously, that 5
That's lightning
seconds. Comes in lightning strike. Very, very important. Oh, glitch. He's out of there.
He's still breathing now. It's a 3v2, though the numbers are stacked up against Vitality, but the bomb is down. He just has to stay alive, and there's 2 players hunting him down. He's going to get spotted by Reedy. What have you got for us, Gataga? Nothing is the answer, as the MR6 of Rated chimes in with 1. He had to pay a heavy price, though. He's bleeding internally, and now they've got plenty of time to get that defuse in. That's going to be the score to 3-2, and Epsilon are going to be taking the lead. Of course, first to 6.
Indeed they are, and interestingly enough, you know, Gataga, he had the intel, he had the HCXD, they had the bomb down, yet Epsilon won. And I think that was purely just down to the rotation, the way they worked as a team together. But Vitality proving that they have what it takes. Starting off strong, but 2 rounds back-to-back. See Epsilon back in the game here. 3-2 now. First to 6, of course. Let's jump on board with the attacking team. I believe that is Epsilon.
Okay, so can we kind of finally create a gap between themselves and the French? Of course, Epsilon do have that 1 win under their belt. They picked up the hardpoint win. Now we are in eyes with Joe. He's got the Man of War, and he's going to be kind of getting that early cross towards that bridge area. And I like the angle that he's holding there. I don't know whether or not he's going to be anticipating someone so deep on towards his left-hand side, towards that red truck. In the meantime, Reedy's under pressure. Riskin was pistol v SMG, and he's definitely not going to be winning that one. Riskin instead just going to be walking away with his 6th kill. 60 seconds still on the clock, and it's HCXD time.
Yeah, I want to see what Rated's actually doing with this, because it just seems to be not really making a massive impact, but he's able to get some intel on the B-bomb site. Come back, has seen 1. You can't go underwater with that, buddy. It's a hovercraft. Oh, and doesn't take down another. But 2 versus 3 in favor of Vitality. Vitality find themselves in a really good position with only 40 seconds left.
Yeah, but Rated so consistent. Just the 1. Trades down by Whalers. Finds the head of the Brit, and it does then mean Whalers and Broken have time on their side. Looking to try and get that bomb down is Joe. 25 seconds and counting. He's been spotted. He's been rumbled, as you have said before. He's going to try to go for the hunt. He's not going to be expecting 2. Broken picks it up with a Shiva, and we're back to a level playing field. Epsilon cannot escape the French in this one.
Yeah, Broken so accurate with the Shiva. He just doesn't seem to miss. Obviously, it's that 2-shot kill.
1 and 2.
Just taking down the ankles.
Yeah, right in the calf. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna suck.
Shin, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever you say.
You know,
honey. 3 for 3. As we're going into our 7th round here in Search and Destroy. No one's really kind of leading the pack, and that's what I kind of love about it. I say that though, Riskin's got himself 4 streaks and Vision Pulse. Everything's looking golden and good for Riskin. I think he realizes it's time for the dart play. It's going to be 1:15 before we can see that one. He's been throwing that out. It's going to be basically a 1-man UAV. He's trying to find himself a safe corner. It doesn't feel too safe, I'll be honest, as we have seen some crazy rushes in the past. But no, he feels comfortable enough to get that into the sky. He's going to be the eyes up high. I say that, though, he's going into the cave. He's going to be...
Oh, come on.
These dart pilots. You have to give yourself such room to move. You can see those stalagmites just there. There's a little bit of leaves as well. Everything can cause so much damage to that poor little dart. It's a fragile creature.
There's your geography coming in there. Those stalactites.
Well, the stalactites and mites, I can't tell you which one's which, but he's going to be knocked off and into the water. And we're going to be seeing just the one streak left for him. And already, actually, all of this investment from Riskin, all it has done is ran them out of time, really. They're on the attack, and they've only got 38 seconds.
Yeah, and we see him fall again. It was such had so much potential this round for Vitality. Once again, we see it. But again, it just seems to be going Epsilon's way. 30 seconds, can Guitar get the 1 versus 3?
I mean, I can answer that question for you right now. No. 24 seconds, I mean, that's just not going to happen, especially when he's being hunted down by players like Moose. But look at that. Got one. Can he make me eat my words? 17 seconds. He's going to have to find this one mid-range. Not going to happen. Rated just too damn accurate. We get to see his accuracy right here, right now. He did end up finding the head of Gataga, just holding the angle with his Man of War. What's he rocking on that? Reflex, long barrel, and stock. And you can see he manages to just keep this round under control. It's actually, you know what? Stalagmite's coming into again. He knocked his head on that one on the way in. Tell him I'm calling him.
Must have hurt. It really frustrates me watching the what's it called? The dart. It really angers me because
we've seen a couple of good people play it.
I know. But
is that an overdrive? Hang on a second.
Yes, it is.
Go Joe.
Oh, go Joe, go. See what you can do.
He's taking the bomb, though. I'm not sure how I feel, but this could be a bit of an overextension because he's going to be taking that bomb. It's going to make it so damn clear their intentions unless he gets the kill. Risk, my friends, and reward. He's going to get the second as well towards water. This is a big play from Epsilon. This could be their 5th round, and Joe has just grabbed them by the scruff of their neck, dragging them, kicking and screaming into this round. Can they convert it, though? Vitality for the retake.
Joe just backing off a little bit, but he's still getting his power position. He's behind this, and it's so important to cover as much body as you can. No, Mr. Drone, I know who you are, and yes, Joe makes the kill, but no, Gataga, 1 versus 2, he can do this, he's got the power, he's 8 and 5. All he needs, he's going the wrong way.
He is wrapping round around, loop-a-loop, whatever I want to say. It's going to be coming out of my mouth a little foolish, but still, 19 seconds, coming on towards the bridge, wrapping around, he's just going to have his back turned to Rated. It feels like the same round once again. It's Rated who ends it, it's Gataga who dies, and now we see Epsilon for the first time in this game establishing themselves a minute lead. Vitality be able to close it, wrap it up once again.
Yeah, and Epsilon just looking a little bit too strong for Vitality at this search and destroy. What's kind of concerning me right now is, you know, we've talked about all these games being so close.
It's going to be a 3-0?
It could be a 3-0. Like, I'm going to just zip my lips for a moment because we're not even at the end of map number 2. Let's see if Vitality can fight themselves back into this. I'm going back on board with Gataga because he's 8 and 6. He's the man who's putting up the numbers, and it looks like he's trying to breach in to the A-bomb site.
Love this water dynamic. Oh, he's turned his back, and it's actually a crossfire forming. Moose gets the one he needed, and now we see Vitality already at disadvantage. I'd be worried if I'm in their shoes. Fortunately, Whaler's shoes are moving quite quickly. He's burning rubber as he did rush across that bridge. Does have Heatwave available. The nade didn't connect, and that's going to be a little indicator to his opponents that he is around. There is a man sneaking and crawling his way behind enemy lines. Riskin is, however, going to be charging in. Broken's already gone down next to Reedy, and Reedy's actually swapped out for the XR2 this time, putting his Man of War to bear. There comes Vision Pulse, and there goes Whalers. That's going to be the end of it. Vitality are gone. That plant means nothing, but a couple of extra points for Epsilon as they are going to be battling for the defuse. You can see celebration as the Brits take 2.
Yeah, and Reedy just knocking his teammate out there. The good thing is, when you see Epsilon doing things like that, it shows that they are not only winning, but they're having fun.
Yeah.
And when Epsilon are having fun, that's when they're most dangerous. Because you talked about if they go down, they crumble. It's the opposite when they're having fun. It's a domino effect. It's a snowball effect, whatever you want to call it. But going into this
big presence in the French scene, maybe they can compete.
Maybe, just maybe. That's the key word there. But let's get back into the Call of Duty action. Evac uplink is the map, and we will see the M8s and Overdrive, an active camera once again. Moose and Reedy do not like these specialists being used, so they're taking them away. We saw them taken away in Search and Destroy, and again here, the Flashbang and High Caliber will also be taken away. We've not seen any protection from either sides yet, Machine. But hopefully we will. Hopefully we'll see something shortly. Doesn't look like anytime soon, though. Joe and Riskin, only ones yet to choose. 20 seconds on that clock. Have to wait and see, though. For me, I'm just trying to think what else will be taken away. I'm thinking your rapid fire. I mean, Vesper slipped the net again with these guys. I mean, maybe High Caliber. We usually see rapid fire. We usually see Vesper. That's the only thing that I can think. No, the Man of War is going to be the one that is taken away. So we see Vesper slip the net and whole lot of Vesper could be coming your way.
Yeah, let's have a little look how this one does play out. I mean, usually when the Vesper's available, it's going to be that probably 3 SMG, 1 Anchory AR, and we'll be seeing if they do follow suit. Talking of follow suit, I think we're going to be seeing that mirror matchup with Specialist Draft as well. It was the same case in Search and Destroy, even with really following that Vision Pulse pickup. Just still, you know, every single time it makes an appearance, I'm underwhelmed. I've never seen a game-saving or even like a hill-breaking Vision Pulse. It seems that it just the warm-up takes too long, and there's very little to kind of write home about that Outrider pickup, and really just responded to what was picked up. I think it was. Who was it that picked it up in the... Is it Gataga? I think Gataga secured that one last time. But now Riskin and Joe are left to make a pick, and it's going to be an Annihilator brought out by Joe. Always an interesting pick. I think the one kind of perk to that is, of course, being able to slice through the drone runner without concern for its armor. Yeah.
But all the time on the clock here, they have a chance to create their classes. Vitality need to do this very wisely. And they're 2-0 down. They found themselves in almost the impossible position where they need to win 3 back-to-back. They definitely have the capability of doing so, but coming up against a squad like Epsilon, it's going to be a huge mountain to climb. Mountains upon mountains, this is going to be for Vitality, but leading the squad, that in-game leader of Broken, if anyone can do it, he's the man to lead it.
Let's have a little look where this one does take us. And I mean, we talk about Broken as being that in-game leader, but you know, he's really impressed me with that Shiva play as of late. Like he's so stable. And if you get challenged, even in close quarters, like the Shiva isn't designed for that kind of right-up-in-your-face SMG brawl, but he's been finding a lot of no problems using that Shiva, actually on this very map previously.
The Shiva is so strong at some places on the map, but if you caught off guard, if you caught maybe running with it, or if you caught in a position where you're not pre-aiming this sight, that's when you can be caught with your pants down, and that's where you're going to be caught. And you buried 6 feet under very shortly after. And as this map provides, sometimes when they fall off that map, very entertaining to see. But 5 seconds on the clock, let's get into the game.
Every single time.
Someone always falls off.
Just want to remind everyone at home that every single time we've seen evac, I'm pretty certain we've seen at least one man making mistakes and falling off the side.
Definitely.
It's almost a guarantee.
It is, especially in a game like Uplink when you play taking these diverse routes. But with people now using Afterburner, we do see it less and less. Gataga just taking all the time he needs to edit those score streaks before we see that green tick. There it is.
Sorry, I was just thinking, just as you touched on Afterburner, I would love to see maybe a more common pickup of just removing perk 1 greed and forcing people to make a decision.
Between Overclock, Afterburner, or Flak Jacket.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's actually, that one ban makes a lot of decisions a bit more difficult.
True. But the map is evac, the mode is uplink, and the score limit's unlimited. So we can see, of course, some crazy score lines. But the 5 minute on the clock and the 5 second respawn will obviously come in as well. And evac again, such a beautiful map there. We've just seen Hunted, now we're going back into to evac. So you're going to see this, I think it's an evacuation center in, where was it again? Come on.
The rooftops. Somewhere.
Colombia. Singapore, that was it. You got it.
Go me. Go brain.
I was making one up. I said Colombia.
All right, well, it works, man. It works. Let's go, though, jump straight into the game as it's time for our first half of our 3rd map here in the Call of Duty World League. Let's see what you've got for us, boys. Is they're going to be pushing towards green or grass, whatever you want to call it. We'll see if the grass definitely is greener for the boys of Vitality if they can find that map win. 4 minutes 30, and I love this angle. It's not going to happen, though.
Joe gets the better of him. He's started off strong again, 2-0. Make that 3. Isn't going to make it 4 as Gataga has the better sight on him, but the drone's been picked up now. Reedy has the chance, and he's going to pass it to Rated. He's gone for the 1-point play. What a play. You know, all the score went in favor of Epsilon, but all the kills in favor of Vitality, and now Joe just locking things down as it respawns up. Oh my goodness, Joe.
Joe is very much an impressive player to watch with this Vesper. That was 1 bullet away from getting himself a 6th kill. And that drone is going to be not in the hands of Gataga for long. Looking to hold steady was Reedy, but not going to happen. We said, you know, we're not going to be seeing too much of that Argus. He has brought the Vesper out to play this time. Didn't see too much in Search and Destroy either. There we go again. This time Joe finds his 6th as he's trying to clear the way, pave the way for his teammates. But again, Gataga causing problems. The Nemesis most definitely is starting to burrow in. And now Gataga's on the run. The armor does save his bacon and now broken. You'd expect to see Gataga try and reset that armor if he has a moment to spare. Instead, though, he's going for the run.
Yeah, and he's going to go for this wall run. He's probably going to go for the 1-point play. Would have liked to have seen him reset that armor, but opts not to. Broken picks up 2. Not enough, though. Joan rated 4, but Reedy and Moose are the ones alive. Moose leading with this drone. He's on his own a bit, though. I think he needs to just, he's doing the wise thing.
He's taking that long route. You usually see this wall run as well come out. It's going to enable him to come right on round all the way. I say that, actually, no, he's killing time. He's going right back on himself. What's going on here?
He's about to melee his teammates,
now
but he's going to go for the 1-pointer.
And
it's Moose, just stick to slaying. That's what you're good at, man. You're putting 40 kills on the board. Doesn't get the best throw off there, but I think he maybe been a bit off put by running straight into his teammate. I think Joe's just gone for a crazy throw. Drone, though, finding its way into the Vitality base. Bit too much for the French liking.
Yeah, unfortunately, Wailers does manage to catch him quite nicely with that AR v SMG battle. Heatwave is available. Whether or not he needs it right now is a different question, because Reedy, he's already got it in his hands. He's going to come into contact with one towards the AC. Nope, no hope, no prayer. Broken catches him. And Vitality, they're holding well. They're definitely slaying better than the boys from Epsilon, but that 1 point is starting to cause a little bit of kind of nerves in Vitality camp. Of course, let's not forget that Epsilon are on that favoured side. You'd expect to see more than just the 1 point advantage for them.
Yeah, and pointed out to myself, we played this map already. We have this favourable side, but if you can work it well on this other side, it can cause damage. Rated picking up a very important kill there. He's going to be able to run out. But look at their teammate on the right-hand side. They could take a different type of route here.
I think he's just going for the straight 1 point. He's going to be able to get this one lined up, or not, from behind. It's going to be Gataga who saves the day. Can he continue to finish it? Close that one out. Looks like Wailers is going to go for the reset by falling to his doom. It's back to Greenhouse then, with 2 minutes still just under on the clock. And Reedy, look at him
this.
go.
This is them when they're in the base. This is the problem. If Reedy can pick up another kill here, it could be some troublesome times. But Joe's going to put it in for a 2. And Wailers and Gataga doing very, very vital work there, picking up the kills. Because if you can let it slip... I mean,
this is the push. Look at Moose. He's going straight on in. He's going to be held up by Rated from behind. If he gets it, Rated, so solid. The spawns are going to be difficult. Look at this, as they can force them further back. And there's so much freedom. Rated can stroll this one in, assuming his teammates do their job. Just going to be the 1 point. That's Gataga does manage to keep control with his Vespa. But look, 4-0. We said they had to do better than 1, and they have done. But is 4 going to be enough? They still have 70 seconds to try and make an impact. And Wailers, knowing he has to go on the offensive now, he cannot sit back on his laurels.
I don't like what Broken's doing. First of all, he's just wrapped around the whole map and they've scored another 1 point play. But now he's giving up control of the drone. And, he's flanked round. He's made a really important kill here. It could work for him. I might eat my own words, but I don't know. I think he's just kind of away from the pack almost.
Then again, if he finds this one, no, Reedy shuts him down. All that time, all that effort for just the 1 kill, and now Gataga pops his Psychosis, manages to get the drone hill or kill, that's the word I was looking for, onto Reedy, and now the 1 point will be coming in. Vitality get off that starting number, and now they sit at 4-1. 30 seconds left, and Epsilon, they could probably do with another 2 points on this first side.
This is better from Broken. He's getting in the mix. Dear. He's picked up the drone. Probably going to go for another 1 point play. Isn't going to make it just yet. And the only man alive is Gataga, and he's nowhere near the drone. That's going to be reset. No, it's not. Joe's going to go for the play.
I think he has time as well. This could be 1 point. It's only going to be 1 point because he's getting hunted down. He needs to move. Not going to happen. The drone is loose, though. And 8 seconds left. You could still potentially see an Epsilon player scoop it up. I don't think they have the time and all the positioning, and we will have to sit back and watch as his score will end in the first half. 4-1. Epsilon hold the lead, and now we have to see if that side bias style holds true.
Yeah, Reedy obviously has that average 4 per game, not managing to get 1 point at the moment. Can that change in the second side? We'll have to wait and see. But Rated, funnily enough, the anchor of the team, he's picking up 2 throws. Really good play from him.
Yeah, we saw both of them kind of being worked by his team. It's always that on that side, it's just like a whole team effort. Everyone's surging forwards at the same time.
And look at the kill-death ratio, right? 10. I mean, Vitality's so even with Gataga 17 and 10, but Epsilon winning 4-1. It's just...
We know what Blink can revolve around slaying, but it's so much more than that. And it's about, the kills that matter, the valuable kills.
Yeah.
And we'll be seeing how valuable Reedy is here. He's going for that 1 point play. We've seen people try and line up before. We haven't seen it always be successful. Now it is. That's the 1, and that's a very hard counter. You really cannot do too much about that, assuming your teammates have that doorway covered. And now Joe's pulled the Annihilator around. Let's see if he can indeed annihilate. Oh, tried to follow Gataga. Does make it through with a final bullet before he puts that one to bed. Trying to put one to bed. It was Wailers then put to bed permanently. I'll say that as much as I can. 4 minutes 15.
Joe's ridiculous with this.
Having trouble. He's using it like an AR almost.
He's so versatile. He's such a great player, and someone I can definitely see you know, really pushing the ranks of Call of Duty as an individual, but at the moment he finds himself in Epsilon 5-1 ahead of Vitality. This could be potentially the last map if Epsilon managed to keep hold of this, and Rated is trying to extend it.
Yeah, and it does feel like the same story. This is the problem Vitality ran into. They encountered the same thing as you just keep going to that one rule run, that one kind of lineup, and every single time there's a defender waiting for you. He still has some armor on this drone. I think he's going to go for that one, but you can throw a one-pointer from here. He's going to have to line it up, but he's going to be under a lot of scrutiny. He does go down, but the throw has connected. It's going to be 2 for Vitality then. Epsilon sit at 5, but there's still so much time, and Vitality now know that kind of, you said the often untouched side of the map in hardpoint. It's going to be...
This is the dangerous part. If Riskin would have made that second kill, it would have been a steady 2-point play, but the drone's been thrown in. Now, the drone's actually still loose in the Epsilon base. If you can see Kataga and Co pick up a couple of kills, they could capitalize on this, but no, it's Rated. Always going for the outside wall. Run, does he have Afterburner? Yes, he does.
So he could do this neat and tidy. He's actually opting to take it more towards middle. Instead, he's killing time. I think Epsilon, maybe 3 minutes left, that's not really going to happen. Instead, he's just trying to kind of delay this push, maybe keep it a little bit more unpredictable, but it does mean someone can go hunting. Who is that? He has to get the melee. No! He takes him with him, Whalers. It was Mano El Mano. Their noses touched, and we do see both of them fall to their demise. As Kinetic Armor gets popped, and it feels like this could be the least effective Kinetic Armor we've seen in a while.
Does pick up one, but nothing to avail from it. However, one thing that I would say is Rated has been a lot of time with that play. And 2 minutes 30 on the clock. For me, Epsilon are digging their heels in. Staying strong. But they don't seem to be looking to extend on their lead.
Yeah, I mean, they're fighting for the 3-0. That's what they are at this point. Yeah. They really do not want to see this series go any further. And to do so, Reedy has to continue to hit shots like that. He does. That's number 17 for him. Let's see if he can continue.
No one's picked up the drone. They've all... I love that play. All three have pushed up, and they've basically said, you know what, Rated, you can pick it up off the respawn. We're going to go on a killing spree. And that's what Reedy's trying to do. He's going to take down one. Kataga and Riskin opting to answer back.
Surely not. No.
So many Vespers.
So many Vespers, and it does mean that the gameplay will be so swift. What have you got for us, Joe, on the respawn? Going to be coming out towards that outside area. It does mean he can get that kind of surprising jump, potentially. Catches an angle, sees the drone is loose towards green room, but he's not going to bide his time just yet. Psychosis pops. He's going to struggle to find anything there. He does bite the dust, and now it falls to Reedy on the defense. That drone is getting scarily close to the Epsilon uplink.
Yeah, and Reedy just opted to take his time a little bit. Got the Vesper going for the close quarters in the room. But he's actually going to go on top of him. This could be very dangerous. Whaler's going to make the 1-point play. Joe not able to intercept at this current time. Joe's 21 and 16 though. This could smell danger for Epsilon.
Give me Kataga. Give me Kataga. He's going to be trying to make the run. He lines it up. That is the 1-point lineup we've seen before. It works. And now things are starting to heat up. 4 to 5. Vitality are starting to make this interesting. It could have been a 3-piece. Riskin just going to have to roll over and accept the 2. As with still 60 seconds left, Vitality could take us into an overtime with just 1 more point.
That's really important play from Rated. Now he's got the scythe unlocked. This could be game-changing here. 53 seconds. What's Reedy doing? Sorry to leave you alone, Rated, with that side, but Reedy is on a bit of a run here. Does have his teammates backing him up. However, now Kataga and Riskin have taken down 2. He's in trouble.
Well, if he picks up like a heat wave play, yeah, no, this is what he's. I mean, 40 seconds. He could take on the outside area, kill time. It's going to reset if he does go down. If not, you know, worst case scenario, it's going to reset. And now he has 30 seconds. He's already killed 15 of that last 45. So now what have you got for us is you can see that they are just going to be holding it. It looks like Rated's not interested in running. Instead, he just has to defend it. This drone is now their baby. They need to keep this bad boy safe. 20 seconds. He scoops it up. The kills are coming in for Epsilon. And now he has a decision to make. Can I play for the reset or shall I go for that last 1 point? Should I really put the nail in the coffin? I think he's going for the first, as he's just going to be running this one around, keeping that drone under his control. And that's going to be Epsilon picking up the win in true style, as Rated continuing to kill time in the safety of the wall run.
I mean, just doing what he's doing at the moment. He basically knows it. Yeah, you can kill me, but if you're killing me, this drone's going with me. Really smart play from them. Gotta say, it was a bit of a nail-biter at the end, though. 5-4 is the score, which it finishes in, as we see that end there. Scoreboards on your screen. And we're